Welcome to today's cooking class. I'm Chef Bennie, and today we're going to cook 3 items for you. We're going to start off with a Caesar salad, then we're going to go with a crock pot chili, and we're going to finish up with Myers rum brownies. Who doesn't like Caesar salad? Alright, let's get right to it. First thing we're going to do is make some croutons, and we're going to start out with a little French bread, and we're going to dice it up. We're going to dice up our French bread. We're going to take some melted butter and some garlic. So we have the bread, and we cut the bread up into little pieces. You can have them bigger or smaller, thicker or thinner, depends on how you like your croutons. So we're going to cut some croutons, put them in a bowl, and from there we got some melted garlic butter. So we took basically diced garlic and butter, melted it. We're going to mix it around and toss it on this bread. And from there we're going to put it on a sheet pan and put it in the oven and let it get toasted. And into the oven we go. About 300, 350. 5 to 6 minutes till it's crunchy. First thing we're going to do is separate the egg yolks from the eggs. And there's many ways to do it. I found the easiest way is to put them in your fingers. It's a little messy on your hands, but you can get all the yolk just the way you want it. So we're going to separate 2 egg yolks. So Caesar salad dressing is basically just a few components. It's egg yolk, oil, anchovies, and garlic. And some people put cheese and different things in it. There's ways to change it. I've seen recipes with Worcestershire sauce in it, all kinds of things. So we start off with the yolks. And from there we have some anchovies. These are canned anchovies. Anchovies do come in tubes of paste also. I like this better because I can control the size of the chop. So if I wanted them more pureed, I can mash them like this. If I want to keep them chunky, I can just leave them in the chop form and chop them up. So we're going to use a paste. And the same thing goes with the garlic, the diced garlic. Same thing, if you want to have it more blended in, mash it a little bit on the cutting board after you've diced it, and that'll make it blend in. So we're adding garlic and anchovies. And then comes our oil. Extra virgin olive oil and olive oil. This is an extra virgin oil, and this is a blend. And you can see the differences in the colors. The blend is a little lighter. This one's a lot greener. So we're going to start out with this. You want to start out nice and slow. A little at a time. Just a slow drizzle. Just keep stirring it around. Okay, so we've got the olive oil mixed in pretty well. We're going to add a little bit of lemon juice and also some seasoning, salt and pepper, and some Parm cheese. A little bit of salt, a pinch or two, a shake of pepper, and some people like white pepper so it doesn't show up in your product. The white pepper would blend in. Little black specks. Since it has anchovy and it's kind of brown, I don't worry about the black specks. I like the taste of black pepper better than white pepper. Okay, let's check the croutons and see how they're doing. Oh yes, the croutons are looking good. Here's the croutons right out of the oven, nice and hot. Took probably, I did them at low temp so I didn't have to worry about them burning, getting too hot. So that took about maybe 8 minutes. Alright, we're going to assemble our Caesar salad now. So we have a bowl here with some chopped lettuce in it, romaine. These are romaine hearts. And these are some full-length hearts. We're going to do 2 different displays of salad. You can make it 2 different ways. So we're going to start off with the first way here. And we're going to lay some romaine hearts out on the plate like this. kind of pick through them and pick the nice ones that you like. All right, we have that. And from there we're going to drizzle some dressing on them. And we're going to top them with a little shaved Parmesan cheese. And also toss some croutons on them. Reach out here, grab a few croutons. And there you go. This is a little bit more of a fancy version of a Caesar salad on a plate. Okay, for your traditional dinner table, we'll put it in a salad bowl. So we'll take our romaine lettuce here, our hearts. We'll add a little bit of Caesar dressing to it. And we'll use our hands for this. We'll mix it up. We'll also add a little bit of Parmesan cheese and crumbles and some croutons. And we got it all mixed up, and we'll take and put it in our bowl. And there you have a traditional single bowl service Caesar salad. All right, so here we have a nice meal that's quick and easy, pretty simple, and you can walk away from it. You can get it in the pot and forget about it. A little crock pot chili. We're putting the hamburger in the pan. We're going to brown the hamburger. Then we're going to brown a little bit of the onions and the garlic. And then we'll add the other ingredients and drop it in the pot. Diced chilies, or actually diced tomatoes, not chilies. And we're going to add our seasoning. So the first seasoning we're going to add is ginger. 1/4 teaspoon of ginger. 1 little spoon. Then we're going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. After the nutmeg, we're going to add chili powder. 1 tablespoon of chili powder. And from there, we're going to add some dry mustard. Last but not least is liquid smoke. You want to be careful with the liquid smoke. It's very strong. A 1/4 teaspoon, actually it says a 1/2 teaspoon. So I kind of make sure it stays at half or a little below. You want to be careful pouring over something like that. So I pour over the side. In case, yep, see I would have gotten too much. There we go. It's a little bit of liquid smoke. So everything's in the crock pot for the chili. We will add some salt and pepper. A little bit of black pepper. And add our hamburger, onions, and garlic to the mix. What makes this nice and convenient is you add this stuff in here. Basically, we got one pan we cooked with. And you can set it, if you want it really fast, you can set your crock pot on high. If you want to take a little longer to the evening or let it cook a little longer, just set it on low. And I kind of always stir this up in here, get everything mixed. You can come back and stir it again later in the cooking time. All right, so from there, we'll top our crock pot, and I'm going to set it on high and walk away. Now we're going to start the brownie, the dessert portion of today's menu. This is a Myers rum brownie. Myers is a nice flavorful dark rum from Jamaica. It lends good to cooking. So as the recipe states, we're going to get our chocolate and our butter together, and we're going to put it in a water bath and let it melt. And while we're doing that, we're going to measure out our sugar, our flour, our baking powder, and our salt. This takes 15-20 minutes to melt, so we're going to let this melt. Slowly add our eggs. Temper the eggs so they don't cook. You don't want to add this real hot stuff to your eggs. You'll scramble your eggs. So you just want to take it nice and easy. So these are our eggs. 4 eggs and a 1.25 teaspoon, 1.25 teaspoon of vanilla. Spoons. Alrighty. So from there, we're going to start this on a slow mix, and we will slowly add the eggs, mix it one at a time. Okay, we've got everything mixed here. We're going to go ahead and add our chocolate into our bowl here. Chocolate and sugar mixture, and from there we will. So the main thing is to make sure you don't add your eggs, which they could be room temperature or cold, but you don't want to add them to really hot sugar and chocolate. It will scramble your eggs, and you'll have to start over again. Everything here was nice and cooled down. It's still liquidy but cool. Get this nice and mixed up, and then we'll start adding the flour to it. Now adding the flour. Take it nice and slow so it can mix up good. All right, we have the flour in there. It's getting good and mixed. We're going to add our chopped nuts, and then we're going to take it out and put it in the pan and start it baking. All right, that should be good there. Take this out and use your spatula to get all the excess off. They're nice and mixed. We're going to put them out into the pan, and we will level them off, spread them out, get them ready to bake. Oven's preheated. Give it a good spread edge to edge. I did a little pre-batch of this yesterday, and the chocolate I used wasn't all pure dark cocoa chocolate, so it had a little semi-sweet. So today's should be the right, and it should be a lot lighter. Yesterday's is a lot lighter than today's, so we should be a lot darker today. So we're just going to throw a few nuts on here as a little decorative look. You can make these as, you can make them in nice even rows and call it a kind of a serving per nutty area. Do some and some will leave blank in case some people don't like them that way. There are nuts already inside it, but this is a nice touch.